Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black with a Strat Time report on a Friday jobs number day where they beat the numbers and still tons of earnings out there. So SPY kind of gapping and sitting here. Once again, more new highs, exhaustion risks, and so the futures you can see here in the 60. Inside 60 slightly pokes down, but still in the opening range, so that needs to change if we're going to get any action out of that. If we go to QQQ, and QQQ was inside 60, pokes up, but then just kind of sits here. You can see that doji here on the day. So more exhaustion risk. They just keep blasting into the highs. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, see this, the inside day up, then the inside 60 down, but still in that opening range. And so it's kind of, like I said, gap and sit as they go after a lot of different individual names with the earnings. Small cappers now go inside on the 60, and that sideways quarter, that 1, 2, 3 months of inside of this, and boom, into the high she goes. But then we stall out a little bit. So one of the things we've been watching all week here is that SMH. And SMH now stalls out again, like a lot of things. NVIDIA here just kind of pokes into the highs, but you got a couple in there. AVGO. And AVGO still going, so just kind of stalling out on the 60s like a lot of things. LRCX. So remember, LRCX was lagging down in here, now picking up some steam on that month. 2 down hammer and then back up. Inside month pokes down. RevStrat monther for LRCX. That's still good. We'll see if that sets up again for us over the course of the month, because we know Qualcomm on the gap or earnings, boom, going towards the highs on that. Once again, the reversal here. Inside on the 60 now. NXPI here, also trying to jammed up in these 60s, but once again, that hammer down and then back up, looking to take out the highs here, 228.72. So a little bit more room on that. And then Intel, which has been lagging, and it stops them out a little bit here. We'll see, because we're watching that outside week to poke down the 322, and problem here is good chance at an inside month, but we'll see how that trades with the others. Q's coming in just a tad. If we go to Facebook, and the Facebook, I wonder where it's going, Rob. I don't know, right there. And so you can remember this. We had the outside day, then the slight poke down, and then these two became an outside bar of that outside bar. Now this is that continuation, and we're looking for this because of this. The 2 up week, the 2 down, and the 2-2 reversal week here over 330.20. And if that works, you go after that month. The 3 up, the 3-2-2 month. So for the rest of the month, I want to know about this over 345.02. And we're there. So Facebook coming back. If we go to more big boy, Amazon. And Amazon, we know, we've been sleeping for a long time, but in this environment, starting to wake up with the 2 down, 2 up month, trying to take out all this kind of stuff. So we'll see if that continues. Here's a nice inside 60 right here, and another inside 60 here. Right, that's what you look for after. Here's your reversal daily. 2 down, boom, and then 3 real nice days there for Amazon. If we go to some of the pandemics with the Pfizer pill also getting things going here. Wynn Resorts, the 3-1-2 month, outside bar, inside bar, and so but for the month over 94.38, and you can see it just took off out of there. We'll see if that sets up too. If you went to your 30, see this, there's your inside 30, and that's above that month right there, and there's your continuation there. Tells us to keep an eye on LVS, and LVS also going 3-1-2 monther, so we'll see. Nice kicker on the daily. They got them good here. Stop everybody out and then gap it in their face with the old Pfizer pill. And then if you go to your 30, you'll see this. The big spike up, then the 2 down, and then boom, right back up she goes. If we go to RCL, more pandemics, and you can see this on the 30 here. 2 up, inside, poke down, 1, 2, 2. RevStrat, these become an outside bar of that. And you got full time frame continuity, and you broke an inside month here for RCL. Back through the previous range she goes. That tells you can look at CCL. Here, Little poke down on that 30. Boom, the 2-2 reversal and back up. So still inside on the month, but you can see this weekly, it gave you this. The 2 down, 2 up, back to previous range reversal. That's what we like. If we go to Airbnb, and Airbnb on the earnings, and a real nice push here. Inside month to the upside. It's also been higher. We like that, and it just rips through this range. And on the 30, this is how you can get in on this. The 2 up, the 2 down, boom, off she goes. These two become an outside bar of that. All right, they do. All right, so if we go to the Shack, and the Shack now inside on the 30, maybe 60. Maybe going to stay inside on the 60. We'll see. But you had a nice reversal here on the month, on the gap. 2 down, 2 up, right? And back to the previous range on these weeklies. It just rips all these guys. The question is going to be strong enough for this. We'll see if that sets up again in here. Losing the cues just a bit here, but if we go to CFLT. And CFLT, nice inside month to the upside. Outside week up, and so just some exhaustion risk anytime you're going to go running into the highs. It did take an inside 60 up. We'll see if that continues off of that. How's that 30 looking? Anything? No, not much on that just yet. Coming back here for next week, I always want to see what we got going for next week. Visa. And Visa, what we look for, the outside week, the 3-2 and back into the range, because this is a broadening formation because it's an outside bar. Now you're back into that, right? Here on the 2 up day, coming back through here, and we'll see if that sets up potentially the outside month. Have we seen that? Yes, we have. SPY and Qs, all that. So we'll see if MA also looking a little similar. That was a real nice one here. Here's your bottom pickage. Your 2 down hammer, and then 2 up, and then boom, going to take out at least these guys and setting up the 3-2 weaker and potentially the outside month. If we go to RBA, nice push here, just going towards the highs. Little short-term exhaustion risk taking out the recent highs, but a nice long green bar, and that's what we look for. Inside in the 60 now, we'll see if they overdid it or if it sets up in the afternoon. If we go to Big C, and Big C, outside week, there's your broadening formation here, lower lows, higher high, outside month. You see this thing's been a lot higher, so we'll see if this thing's just starting to wake up. You got yourself an inside 60 here, so we'll see what happens there, and you can see them. The lower lows and the higher highs. There's your lower level broadening formation here. We'll see if that can continue out of that. If we go to Goose, and Goose having a nice day here, and inside month, slight poke down, rev strat back through the whole range, right, and just rips through there on the gap. So we'll see if that sets up again for us as well. We go to, one second. Okay, there you go. And if we go to Bloodbath, just picked up some steam here while I was talking here, so we'll see. Looks like she's a little newsy, so we'll see if that sets up again here. Just had that quick spike off of that. And once again, if you look at your 60, you can see this. The outside bar, the slight poke down, that's the 3-2-2 to the upside. What's this Gree doing? Little spike here in GREE, Gree, and this thing likes to move around a bit, so might keep an eye on that. Like I said, Q softening up a little bit. If we go to downside Moderna, the Pfizer pill crushing these guys and having all sorts of pain and suffering here, and you can see this on the 30. Moderna goes inside on the 30. We call that a sideways 60 because if you pull up a 60, it's not going to show you an inside bar. However, this was a 60-minute period. It was inside of that. Inside 30, and down she goes, still puking. If we go to NVAX, down she goes. Was trying to take that month, but now setting up the rev strat week. Inside week, takes all these guys out, and here's your broadening formation here. If I redraw it on your daily, you're going to see this and coming ripping back through this. So maybe some more pain and suffering here. Once again, another sideways 60, inside 30, and then another inside 30 here to the downside, NVAX. If we go to Peloton having some problems here as well off the earnings. Here you can see that inside 30, down she goes, no higher highs on the 30, still puking. If we go to SWKS in the semis, even though the SMH keeps going, we do have SMH coming in and he's coming back to the previous range, outside week and potential an outside month. Right now trying to rally back a little bit. Let's see how that 60 looks. Rev strat 60 to call the lows for now, but we'll see if that sets up again. Airbag and bag going back to the highs. Inside bar, so the inside directional, which means 2 down inside and then down. Magnitude's just to take this out. Then we don't know. So you hope it stays down there, but if it doesn't, you just cover. And then you can take what money you made and you can take that rev strat right back up because 60 is a major signal. If we go to Aeon, and Aeon's been puking all week, and you see that 2 up, 2 down. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos to the downside, no pain, no suffering, downside. If we go to Roku, having some problems here. We call this the Momo shooter, right? Comes back up and then all the way down, shooting star. So anybody trying to bottom pick this, it's like a lot of shorts cover, and then boom, down she goes off of that. And you can see it's also doing it on the month, right? All right, so Roku having some issues, and then here you can see that inside 60, and then down she goes. If we go to China, Baidu. China having some issues. Inside day, outside day, which means that the buying was being rejected, and that's still being rejected now, taking out last week's low. Still handling an inside month, but it's always good when you have the Chinese stocks all doing the same thing. You got BABA inside on the 60, and here, inside day, gaps up, comes down. These two then become an outside bar of that, which takes that out. Still handling an inside month, but you can see inside on the 60 right now. Still losing these Qs just a little bit. Wouldn't surprise me to see some profit taking, but we'll see. If we go to Apple, and Apple going to try and take out yesterday's lows. So it'd be a 2-2 reversal on the day. Inside 60 to downside. Still handling an inside week, so we can expect this back and forth stuff. Not sure how much we get out of that, but it is coming in. If we go to D-Dog, and D-Dog gaps up, right? But that's exhaustion risk anytime you're going into the high. So might keep an eye on this to see if this fails to start coming into the gap as we get into the afternoon. If we go to AMN, oh boy, they got him good in this one. So we'll see if anything more of it. But yeah, nice big outside bar there. Inside on the 60, pokes down, doesn't really fall apart. We'll see if they've done what they're going to do that. What's going on over here? ZM having a day here. Outside week. And you can see this. The 2 up, 2 down, coming back to previous range. And there's another Momo shooter. If we go to Z-Lab. Z-Lab having a tough one here. And here's another thing we look for, right? The week. 2 down by taking out the low. 2 up. Boom. 2 down. 2-2 reversal on them. They're hitting this thing pretty hard and fast. So we'll see here if there's anything shorter term for us. A little tough, but right here was your spot. The sideways 30. Inside the 15, and then down she goes. If we go to WST, NVAX goes to the lows. And WST, see this back to the previous range, giving us the outside week and potentially outside month. Now it comes up to stop a few out, and we'll see if that sets up again. Here, inside 30 to the upside, so potentially a rev strat 30 to the downside. You get a few more minutes on that for that to set up. And last but not least, Fresh. Moderna to the lows. And Fresh inside day to the downside continuation. 2 down by taking out the previous low. Inside day, boom, down she goes. And now you can see this big outside week which forms the broadening formation. So we'll see if anything more comes of that. Right now, SPY trying to come in, so we can watch for maybe some gap fills. We've had a nice run. It's coming into a weekend, so it wouldn't surprise me to see some profit taken in some of this stuff. All right, hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, Smith's Black, Strat Time Report.